Hey y'all, hey, this is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Come on in, y'all. It is Freestyle Friday. You know what that means, right? We can talk about anything we want to talk about. All right. Yesterday I jumped on here looking like Don King. Today I'm on here with whatever. It don't matter. But this is what y'all gonna get. All right. And so with that, y'all, let me give y'all the startup music for the day. Y'all know what I'm gonna play. I play it all the time because I say what?
Step one, wake up early, gon' rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, yo. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison they ride. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself the foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, really gonna rap the sun. Grow hard about what you wanna be. Step forward. Everybody just do your thing.
Today's gonna be a good day, y'all. It is Freestyle Friday. Good morning, Hillbilly. Good morning. Happy Friday, y'all. You know, these weeks go by so fast. I feel like we just got off a long weekend, right? And you know, life changes so damn quickly. Let me tell y'all why I say that. Why I say life changes so damn quickly. You know, in my job, we've had some organizational changes, and like everything else, you have to adapt to the changes that happens, right? So and I know some of y'all might side eye me, right? But there was a time in my life when I was like I'm gonna call myself, I was a baby boomer. Not that from a baby boomer generation, but what I mean was occupationally, I was hungry, right? Like I wanted to reach the top of the world. Like I was hungry. Hey, McCliver, good morning, right? Now I'm in my life and I'm like, hey, I'm enjoying life. I'm outside. I want to travel. I want to appreciate, the freedom that I have, right? And my job, where it is, it allows me to do that. I'm able to keep up with my work and do the things that I like to do. Well, baby, you can't hide but for so long. Well, my job done said F you. Baby, they done snatched me, okay? This is why I overslept the other morning. Yesterday, when I got on here and my show wasn't until 10 o'clock in the morning, they done seen me. They found me hiding in the closet. And they said, this is, we're going to need you to do this. Okay. And so I'm just here to say, I'm be tired, y'all. I got a lot of responsibility at work. All of a sudden, right? Just for minding my business. And some people are like, "Oh my God, this is so good for you." And I'm looking at them like, "Really? If you would have gave this to me 10 years ago, I'd have been jumping up and down, throwing flags in the air." But right now I'm like, "Wait, like, is this going to affect me wanting to go on a cruise at the last minute and shit? Is this going to affect me jumping on doing my show early in the morning?" Cuz when I tell you, they're not going to care about my 8 o'clock a.m. blackout time in my calendar. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to ask y'all to be patient with me. I'm going to ask y'all to be patient with me because who knows, this road that's coming might be long, but that's okay. We're going to survive it together, all right? I hope so. I am Jacinta. Good morning, Theo. Somebody sees something in me that I'm trying to hide in the closet, and they're like, "No, we need you to flourish. We need you to grow. We need you to do." And here I am. Okay. And so I'm asking y'all to cheer me on, send me some positive vibes, and be patient with me because I got a big undertaking with Coffee with Friends, and I got a big undertaking with my job now. Yes. Oh, listen, can we take a moment and do a highlight on my homegirl, Uhu, who just said, "I'm on my way to Zumba class. I'm tired, but I must press on." And I know exactly how you feel. Let me tell you, when I came home from work on Tuesday, I was beat the fuck down tired. Okay. I jumped on my bike and I rode that bike for 50 minutes. I was tired as fuck. Went to work on Wednesday, came home on Wednesday, rode the bike, tired as fuck. I was like, I don't think I could do it, but I did it. I was on that bike another 50 minutes. I've been breaking up my rides into 3 classes, 30-minute class, a 10-minute class, or a 15-minute class and a 5-minute cool down, stuff like that. Or a 10-minute class and a 5-minute cool down, stuff like that. So 45 to 50 minutes on my bike. And I'd be tired, because I'd rather ride in the morning, but natural sisters, you can't ride no exercise in the morning and try to go the fuck to work with this here. So I got to wait until after I get home from work on Tuesday and Wednesdays. So, I want to say, I'm proud of your ass. The General, don't do me. Don't do me like that. I showed up yesterday at 10 o'clock in the morning. I did go live. I overslept, man. Hillbilly, you think so? I come from the handling school. No, Hillbilly. Listen, there's a documentary or some story that's floating around. And I thought about you, Hillbilly. I'm going to forever think about you, Hillbilly. It's not like it's not in dirty ways. No. But Hillbilly, I think about you a lot because your story to me is still fascinating. Like, I really just want to hear so much more. I do. But there's a story about, they were trying to cut down the redwood trees. I might have this story wrong, y'all. Work with me, all right? Because some of y'all might have heard this story, all right? The redwood trees, the tall ones in California or whatever. And this woman, this organization had asked for volunteers, right, to help them stop these people from cutting down the tree. Well, this one woman volunteered to live in the tree. It was supposed to be for like a day or two or whatever. They said this woman lived in that tree for like 70 something days or longer. I might have my days wrong, right? She built this little 12 by something platform and this little tent above it and slept up there. And people hiked for hours, climbed this tree. on a daily basis to bring her food and water. Okay. And that tree still stands to this day. They stopped cutting down the trees. Did y'all hear that story? Hi, Zaza's Boutique. Did y'all hear that story? And when I heard that story, I said, well, damn it, hillbilly. I thought about you. You could have did that easy. Save the trees. Right, I am the center. The party be on TikTok. That's where I be jamming. I jammed on TikTok this morning for about 25 minutes. I play music. You know, I got people now, they come on, they make music requests. We jam together. You know, I love it. Music to me, we have so much negativity in the world, right? Music to me it's beauty. It brings people together no matter what. Like, you notice when you go on vacation, right? And the DJ plays, it don't matter what the fuck song it is. People just get up and they start dancing, they drinking, they having a good time. Music brings people together. So when I get on TikTok, I play music and I chat with them, but it's about the music, it's about the vibe. And that's it, and that's all. And when the negative biddies jump on there, I tell them I'm going to pray for their toxic little souls. And then they leave. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, So Blessed. You know, I want to tell y'all, I always tell y'all that I love you, right? And I want to say, when I didn't show up yesterday, a couple of y'all inboxed me. One of them is So Blessed 2021. Talking about, Robin, you going live today? I was like, wait, what? I overslept y'all, but I love y'all because some of y'all really be looking for me at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I love it. I show up here for myself and for y'all. I swear I do. You do, I am the center. You have a music room in your house? Yes, it does. I just play my music and I dance and I grind around, my kitchen island. That's what I do. Every day. Every day. And if I come to your house, I will do the same thing. I will. AMC finally changed my YouTube picture. Thank you. Thank you. That is you now. Because that other picture, I was like, we don't know that man anymore. That's a good picture. So good morning, y'all. My book is right here. I gotta read the positive thought of the day, but y'all know the rules for Freestylllle Friyayyy, right? Freestylllle Friyayyy is the day where we just come here, we just unpack anything we want to unpack, whatever it is you feel like talking about. That's what we do on Freestylllle Friyayyy. But I'm gonna go ahead because I have a 9:30 meeting, so I cannot go over today. Didn't I say my work is increasing? Yesterday I had a 9 a.m. meeting, overslept, and was 10 minutes late to that meeting. That's why I didn't jump on Coffee with Friends until 10. Okay, they're gonna do me. Hey Johnny, what's up? Happy Friday. I got a long weekend and I'm pulling out all my camera equipment and working on creating my own content. And baby, we are here for that. I love it. All right. That reminds me, I need to go buy a new SIM card for my camera because I want to start using my camera to record some shit because my phone is coughing right now. My phone is like, bitch, you need more than a gig. Okay, so I need to start getting some SIM cards and doing my content on there. So Johnny, listen, I'ma watch you and I'ma follow a brother. Get that shit out. Okay, February 24th. We know that February is the month of love, right? I will know love when I realize the fibers of a relationship are constructed from the fibers of my heart. No, y'all didn't hear me. Did y'all hear what I just read? Some of y'all got this book, Until Today by Ayan Levanzon. Let me start all over again because I'm going to need y'all to catch this. I will know love when I realize the fibers of a relationship are constructed from the fibers of my heart. Are you relationship material? I'm going to pause right here. Are you relationship? Let's talk about that. But I'm going to finish reading this. But let this marinate. Are you relationship material? Right? That is the question I'm starting Freestylllle Friyayyy with after I read this. Are you relationship material? The question is not, are you looking for a relationship? Nor is it, do you want a relationship? The question is, are you a clear example of the stuff a relationship is made of? In order to be relationship material, you must be able to open your heart to someone. You must know what to do when they open their heart to you. You must be absolutely okay with every little thing that you know to be true about you. Now, here's the kicker. Once you see yourself, you must be willing to allow others to see you exactly as you are. You must be able to stand before another person without fear, without excuses, and with all of your defenses down. You ever been around somebody that always got their defenses up, right? And if you cannot, you may not be relationship material. Hillbilly, I'm going to fight you, but that's a great question. We go pause that. Okay, that's a great question. If you are relationship material, you are trusting and trustworthy. Hey, Mishi Boo. Hey, J. Joe. Hey, CDP.
I'm here.
Oh, God. Not you, Siri. If you are relationship material, when your dark hour is upon you, there is a light switch inside of you that you know how to turn on. Did y'all hear that? Hey, Polo Bear. If you are relationship material, when your dark hour is upon you, there is a light switch inside of you that you know how to turn on. How many of you have been in a dark place and could not find your light? Could not find your light. You're not relationship material. That's what it's saying. Relationship material is being in a dark place and being able to still find your light and turn that shit on. By the same token, when your partner faces his or her own darkness, you are there. How many people have been in the dark and their significant other did not support them through it? You don't fall apart because he or she seems to be falling apart. Baby, I ain't never had a relationship like this. So maybe I'm not relationship material, right? I think I'm relationship material. Let me backstep that. I've been in relationship with people who I think were not relationship material because I have fallen apart and still found my light. This is how I keep going. But I have been with people that have fallen apart and they just live in the dark and it drags me with them. And so I got to cut the string to survive. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I'm just telling you what I did. In order to be relationship material, you must take a risk. Tell the truth. Trust that you will be heard. You must lay down all defenses, expectations, and judgments. You must give without taking, grow without overshadowing, bend without feeling broken, and know without doubt. Most important of all, you must know exactly what you want and be willing to ask for it. Knowing exactly what you are willing to do if you do not get it. some work to do. I got some work to do. Are you relationship material? Hey, Madison, until today, you may not have realized what it takes to be relationship ready. Just for today, ask yourself questions in order to discover whether you are ready to have the relationship you are seeking. Today, I am devoted to getting myself in shape for a relationship. Damn it. What a read. What do you think? Hillbilly asked a question, right? The question that I put up there is, are you relationship material, right? When you're in a dark place, can you find your light and still be there for the other person? Ask yourself that. Can you get into a relationship with all your defenses down, trusting completely, right? Can you get into a relationship and ask for exactly what you want and then be prepared for what happens when you don't get it? I got homework to do. I got homework to do. Theo said, I didn't read today's message yet. I'm going to need to meditate on this one, baby. Us. We are going to need to meditate on this one. Because you know why? This is some deep shit. A lot of us jump into relationships and we didn't even ask ourselves the questions, are we relationship ready? Now, Hillbilly asks, at this point in time, am I single material? I told Hillbilly I'm going to fight him. But that's a good question. Are you single material? It's almost the same thing. Because if you're not relationship material, the opposite is, I guess, you're single material, right? That is deep, Mishibo. It's deep. And you know, we ask ourselves on a regular basis, why do so many relationships fail? Why are so many relationships not surviving? Right? Why? Are you relationship material? Can you bend in a relationship without feeling broken? Sometimes you might need to bend, whatever that is, for whatever reason. Can you do that without feeling broken? Or are you always in competitive mode and feel like you need to stand tall? Can you flourish without overshadowing? Can you strive in everything you do without overshadowing your other partner, without making them feel less than? Can you? Johnny Leon Hill said, because I know I am relationship material, I have to be careful how I move because I love to help and take care of people. Some feel they want to risk it all and step to me like I ain't married and I have to put them in their place. At least you do that. That's what makes you relationship material. Also, you're trusting. Right? Because no matter how many women try to approach you, you put them in their place because you remind them that you're married, or let them know if they didn't know already. I love that. Good morning, Georgie. Georgie, how are you feeling this morning? Georgie had COVID. You know, remember when people caught COVID and they used to be embarrassed? I was embarrassed the first time I caught COVID. I was like, what the fuck? How I fucking get this shit? What the fuck? Now, I mean, I've had it twice, right? The second time I got it, I was like, I have COVID. I mean, I try to be safe. Like, I'm going to tell you how crazy this mask shit is, right? I still wear my mask when I get on the bus because people are all, we're breathing in that same room. Sometimes, we'll open the windows so that the fresh air can filter through the bus. But when I'm at work all day, I don't have the fucking mask on. I cannot sit at my desk all day with mask. I say I cannot. But if I truly had to, I would, but I just don't, right? We don't sit next to each other. There's no one that sits next to me. So we kind of keep our distance. But, I still caught COVID because when you go out drinking and eating, you don't have your mask on. So I'm not embarrassed about COVID anymore. I just wish people well and hope that they recover from it. Exactly, Mishi Boo. Hey, Rosalind. Exactly. It's like the flu now. So Georgie, I said all of that because I didn't want you to feel bad because I called you out for having COVID. All right. Tor in the AFC said no one loves the crust of a motherfucker no more. You know? AFC. No one loves the crust of a motherfucker no more. Why, y'all? We not loving the crust of the motherfuckers no more? Are you relationship material? Hillbilly said unreal expectations from both sides. Yeah. How do you think we get these unreal expectations? How do you think we get them? Where do these expectations come from? When we think about a relationship and we have our list and these expectations, where do these expectations come from? Can somebody tell me, where do you think your expectations came from? I want to know. Where do you think your expectations came from? I hate this light. I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe if I put y'all on the other side, it'll be better. Let's see. But I'm right-handed. Let me see. Is that better? Maybe. Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. It gives y'all a different view. Are you relationship material? Paulo Beer said that might be open-ended. I still ask the question, where do you think you get your expectations from? These list of expectations that you go into these relationships with, where do you think you get them from? Where do they come from? I'm asking. Okay. Let me go back up and finish reading on Polo Bear. That might be an open-ended, only because everyone wants to be relationship material. You can want to be the man on the moon, but you're not going to be, right? But I agree with you. A lot of people think they are actually relationship, but aren't. And I agree with you. And that's why I'm asking the question. So ask yourself today, right now, if you look at yourself, can you honestly say you are relationship material? And then when you answer that, then ask yourself, am I out here looking for a relationship? Right? Because being relationship material, as the book just said, is not about whether you want to be in a relationship or if you are in a relationship. It's about self-assessing, looking at yourself and determining if you are relationship material. Right? And if you think you are, cool. If you think you aren't, then why? What are the areas you need to improve on? Those are the things that we need to work on before we jump into relationships. We have to be honest with ourselves. And you're right, Polo Bear. Everybody wants to be relationship material, but everybody isn't. Mishi Boo said, life's experiences gives us those expectations. So life's experiences, I'm going to say social media, right? We see people on social media in relationships, they traveling, they loving up on each other, they buying matching cars and shit. And a lot of people base their expectations on what they see out here on social media, right? So along with our life experiences, along with what we're seeing visually, we are placing these unrealistic expectations out there. Like Hillbilly said, unreal expectations. right? How many times have you sat down and really thought about the list of expectations you have for a relationship and really thought about each of those expectations and a realization of getting them? I'm asking. Georgie said, I was embarrassed this time a little. Like, damn, girl, what are you doing? Laugh out loud, feeling much, much better. Still have a very slight cough. Girl, don't be embarrassed, right? It's not like you out there tongue kissing strangers and shit like that. People are outside right now, right? People are back to traveling. People are back to going into the office. People are doing things. The best thing you could do is to be as safe as you can be. Wash your hands, use the sanitizer, put a mask on when you feel like people are breathing all on top of you. When you come home, make sure, all you could do is do the best you can, right? At this point, I can't tell people how to feel, but to me, we got to continue living, right? And so if you catch COVID, I'm going to pray for your speedy and healthy recovery, right? Because some people struggle with it worse than others, right? But I want to say it shouldn't be anything to be embarrassed about. We're doing the best we can out here, right? Hillbilly said, Hillbilly said, masks to stop COVID is like a chain link fence to stop bees. True. In many cases, right? It's so funny because there's the argument with the mask, right? I wear my mask still when I go to the grocery store and shit like that. I just do, right? Maybe it's become habitual for me or whatever. But they also said the reason why so many people keep getting sick, right, in the last 2-3 years is because we've been wearing the mask, right? Because what happens is we lower our defense systems, our immune systems, right? That's why people were CMOSing it up and elderberrying it up, and everybody was doing all this shit to build up their immune system. But our bodies are not adjusting to the natural elements because we are covering up. So when we take the mask off, it's like the little boy that lived in the bubble, right? He can't come out the bubble because he's living in this fresh air. He's been living under this oxygen protected. He come out the bubble, he might not survive. Your immune system is not prepared. And so they said wearing the mask and then taking it off exposes people more to getting sick. So I don't know. Just do what the fuck makes you feel comfortable. That's what I say. Right? That's what I say. Georgie said, been feeling like myself in the brain since late Wednesday. This round had me feeling high and confused with no meds. It was weird. Yeah. You were lethargic. Like I had that. I was dizzy. When my son had it, it gave him vertigo. It triggered my vertigo because I had vertigo the first time from a car accident. And once you have it, anything can trigger it, right? All right, so Hillbilly said, all right, where do we get these expectations from when we try to get into relationships, right? Hillbilly said movies, TV, books, everyone is wealthy. In reality, nobody is. Right, reality shows. We watching Portia and Simon's life, and everybody's like, I want that, and I want this, and I want that. But we only watching moments in their life, right? Good morning, Angel. Are you relationship material? This is deep. Theo, I really want to kumbaya off of this. Like, I really want to unpack this. Like, I feel like, I want to have an evening session on this because this is so deep to me. I want to break down what this means, right? Because this is about, I talk about this platform as a healing platform. We talk about, unlearning, toxic ways of living and learning healthier ways of being, right? And sometimes most times, all the damn time, it starts with a self deep dive. If we don't understand ourselves, what we doing? We got to ask ourselves the hard questions, and we need to answer them shits. So let me know who's down for a nighttime conversation on Are You Relationship Material? All right? Let me know. I am Jacinta. Oh, yeah. Stay hydrated. That you need a lot of water. All right. Angel says she's in NOLA. Yes, Angel. It doesn't smell like pee-pee. So, Angel, you out there with Georgie, but Georgie is recovering, so she can't hang out with you. Take pictures. And Angel, listen, you have access to the itinerary that I laid out in Discord, right? You know, take a peek at some of the things that I have on the itinerary, and if you get a chance, see if there's still good things and see if there's additional things we need to add to the itinerary. Since you're out there in NOLA already, we won't be out there for another week and a half, y'all. I can't wait. I'm so damn excited. I mean, you know, I'm excited. I've never been to New Orleans before. Oh my God. Angel said, hey, Kev SD. You know, Kev, I've been missing you. I'm a cut you, man. I've been watching you. I've been paying attention. You know. Angel said it smelled like piss as soon as she stepped off the plane. Oh, Lord. Can y'all make sure they wash them damn streets before I get there? Pat said we're going back to, you know, we're talking about are you relationship material? All right. Are you relationship material? Okay. And where do we get these expectations from when we go into these relationships? And Pat said, I believe expectations come from seeking love or behavior outside of ourselves. Instead, we should allow people to be free and be themselves. Fuck this. Because Pat, you know what? They're not listening. They're not listening. They are not listening. This is the same similar shit to when I said, when people say, love you first, put you first, and as soon as you love yourself first and put you first, they be like, oh, what the fuck about me? What about me, right? This is the same thing. People say, be free to be yourselves. But then when the fuck you being yourselves, then they want to criticize you. They want to judge you. Are you really entering relationships with the understanding that your partner is free to be themselves and you're going to love them anyway? The fuck? Seeking love outside of ourselves instead of allowing people to be free and to be them damn selves. What is wrong with us? What's wrong with us? Yes, protagonist. I've been missing you. 6 out of 7. Give me the thumbs up on YouTube, y'all. And if you joined on IG, give me the hearts. I appreciate it. All right. Mishi said, I'm good in a relationship, but it seems that the other person never comes with their stuff. See, and I said that too, Mishi Boo. But see, that statement right there tells me, because I know what it tells me. I know what I said it told me. If I have a pattern, and someone said this to me just the other day, I think it was Angel, right? I'm not sure, but I believe it was Angel. She said, if you are entering the same similar type relationships, right, where people are not bringing their stuff, right, then you need to step back and do a self-assessment, because maybe you're doing something that attracts that. Maybe you're seeking something. See, I now know that a lot of me seek projects because I grew up surviving. I was always surviving. I was always in project mode, right? So deep down inside, a lot of my relationships was probably triggered by the way I always moved growing up. Survival mode, having a project, right? So do a self-assessment and determine, why are you attracting people that are not bringing their stuff? I'm asking myself, I don't want a project no more. Bring your stuff. Bring your stuff. Bring your stuff. All right, let me see. Pat said expectation sets us up for disappointment. So how do we avoid being disappointed? How do we avoid being disappointed? How do we avoid it? Where do we start? Johnny said, are people looking for relationship material anymore or hookup material? And if it's both, which one is more important on the list? Baby, listen. I got to put that on the screen. Are people looking for relationship material anymore or just hookup material? And if it's both, which one is more important on the list? You gave me a question to ask. I'm going to ask somebody that. That's a good question. I love y'all. I got to remember to ask this shit. Because that's a great damn question. That's a good question. If you're out here dating, start asking, are you looking for relationship material? Are you relationship material? Are you looking to be in a relationship, or are you just looking to be in a hookup? What we doing? Hey, Glamour. Hey, Chef You. Are you relationship material is what we're talking about on this Freestyle Friday. All right. Georgie said, okay. Angel. Georgie said she might see me on the street later this afternoon. We plan to get on some Willa Mae and Willie Dean footage on the street today. Okay. So, Angel, if you see two old people with gray and black afros, that's Willa Mae and Willie Dean, all right, aka Kiss the Boys and her boos, all right, and so her boo thing, all right. Have fun, but still, Georgie, dehydrate, all right. You don't want long COVID, all right. You already going outside. Drink a lot of fluids, okay. Drink a lot of fluids. Because, your immune system is still a little weak. Protagonist said, I ain't relationship material because I ain't healed. I'm glad you know that, right? A lot of people won't even admit that shit, all right? Oh, I'm coming, okay? A lot of people wouldn't even admit that they're not relationship material because they ain't healed. That's a mature shit right there. How many of you motherfuckers can really say, I'm not relationship material because I'm not healed? How many of you can say you got work the fuck to do? Okay? I still feel the need to cheat before I go back to being faithful. See, I can't. The first sentence, you took me out with the rest. But at least you know you are not relationship material. At least you know you're not going to go in telling some damn lie that you want to be in a relationship and you know you just going to go out there and be a hoe. Just be honest. There's somebody for everybody. There's some motherfuckers that take hoes. Just be honest. Glamour, I'm coming. Because I'm sick of this shit. It's ghetto out here. All right? I'm coming. Georgie said, I'll have my mask on until we are talking. Quarantine ended Wednesday. If we go in by the 5-day recommendation. Oh, I wasn't talking about that. I'm just talking about your health in general. All right. Meaning don't overexert yourself because you don't want long COVID. You don't want, it to linger. Right. So just make sure you're drinking a lot of fluid. Go out there and have fun, but just make sure you're drinking a lot of fluid and don't be overexerting yourself. Georgie said, yes, protagonist, heal, because why would some innocent person deserve that? That part. Hello, mother. That part. Y'all don't even realize when y'all are not healed and y'all have not asked yourself the question, am I relationship material? That you are possibly going out there. No, not possibly. Not possibly. You are going out there, right? Hurting somebody else and putting somebody else in an unhealed state. Why would you do that to somebody else that don't deserve it? Right? Oh, who said relationships are overrated? What's your thoughts on that? Now, we're saying relationships, right? All types of relationships, ooh, like your friends, or just relationships that involve romance. What kind of relationships are we talking about? Relationships are overrated. What do we mean? Glamour said, when I overhear conversations about relationships, all I hear is hooking up. I can't even fucking disagree. I can't even disagree. I put my guest link up there in case anybody wants to come on, but no pressure, but it's up there. But I can't even disagree. Why are we not talking about relationships no more? Most of the conversations Glamour says she hears hooking up. And Johnny asked the same question. Are you relationship material? Are you talking relationship material? Or are you just talking hooking up material? And if it's both, which one is more important? Right? Hooking up material is that shit where y'all are fucking, right? But they're not obligated to you. Right? They don't you don't have they don't hold your level of expectations on them, right? Because y'all are just hooking up. That's what that shit is. So a lot of people are living in that space. A lot of people are loving that space because guess what? It's guaranteed pussy and it's guaranteed dick without commitment, without being responsible for each other's feelings, without being responsible for each other's emotions or whatever. That's where a lot of motherfuckers are surviving these days, hooking up material because it doesn't tie you to that person. You don't have to worry about being in a dark place and turning on your light to be there for that person because you're only hooking up with them. It's just hook up material. Just saying. Okay. Right. Glamour said, my question is, why is it overrated? So Uhu said relationships are overrated. Glamour said, why are they overrated, Uhu? So we got a dialogue going. See, this is the thing that I love. I wish y'all were on YouTube so that y'all can have the dialogue on YouTube, or y'all could just jump on the video on IG and have the dialogue there. Nobody wants to show their face. Oh, said relationships of the dick and the pussy. I can't, because I'm just saying. We all want to meet Hillbilly. Fuck this. I love him. Hi, Jerry. Every time, Angel. Hi, Jerry. He's watching Coffee with Friends for the first time with me right now. I love it. Welcome to the show, Jerry. We love having you. All right. Protagonist said, that's why I haven't dated since my baby mama. Despite my reputation and since I'm still hurt, I don't even let girls fall for me. How you stop the girls from falling for you? Okay. I want to meet Hillbilly too, your average logical thinker. I'm about to listen. I already said to Hillbilly, if I come to West Virginia, am I the fuck safe? He know I'm not. Listen, I just want to make sure I'm safe because I want to see Hillbilly. I want to meet Hillbilly. I want to meet Hillbilly's wife. I want to fucking see Hillbilly's. I just want to meet Hillbilly, and I want to sit by a fire, and I want Hillbilly to tell me his stories. Hillbilly, I really want that. Like, you fascinate me. I'm just saying. Hey, Julius Camp. Mishi Boo said, do you prevent women from falling for you? Well, that's what he said, but I'm wondering how. Oh, how do? Right, Mishi Boo. That's what I'm asking. How do you prevent women from falling for you? Johnny Leon Hill said, relationships are work. They are. And especially in these days and times, because like you said, you be confused. Like, should you work hard if you just in a hookup ship versus a relationship? Because now I got to think, right? This is too stressful, y'all. Marriage is the second hardest job I've ever had. I know that's right. And let me tell you, obviously I wasn't shit. I wasn't relationship ready because the fuck, as soon as the shit got ugly, I was like, can you leave? I could, I'm just not, I'm not built for certain shit. Like, y'all know my story is on YouTube. My first husband was a humdinger. He cheated all the time and didn't have good dick. So I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm supposed to deal with you cheating and I can't get good sex? Like, can you just go? So I was in a dark place and I couldn't switch my light on to help him stay and be a better man. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So from now on, I'm going to ask my damn self, okay, am I relationship material? Or am I hookup material? And I'm going to start asking this question to other people because I really need to do some deep diving for myself. The fuck? I think I'm relationship material, but this shit today that I read, it got me thinking. Angel said, I don't have my lap. Oh. Okay, Angel. I didn't expect, if you were there with Jerry, I would not expect you to jump on camera. Uhu said, watching your old videos from beginning to now. Oh yeah, my storytelling videos or my live videos, because I have two. I have a storytelling journey where I tell about molestations and drugs, the life of drugs, the crack era, the fuck. I talk about all of that, right? It's my business and I tell it because I need people to know that y'all are not by yourselves that have been through situations like this. I talk about a lot of stuff on there. And I got to get back to my storytelling journey, and I will, right? Some of them are still very painful for me to talk about. So I took a pause. I took a long ass pause because the next series of stories that I got to tell, I'm still working through them, y'all. And when I tell the next set of stories, it's going to hurt other people, right? And they're going to be like, why did you tell that? And I'm going to have to remind them because it's my story, right? It's my business. If you don't want me to tell a bad story about you, then be good to me. Be good to me. Because I'm going to tell the good and the motherfucking bad. The fuck? Mishi Boo said, it's two strangers coming together, so it's going to be work. Glamour said yes, and folks don't want to put in the work. They don't. They don't. People give up very easy. Now, there are relationships where you need to recognize when to give up. All right? And so you got to recognize what shit you need to give up. Okay? And I don't feel guilty about giving up my first husband and giving up my ex. I don't feel guilty about it. right? Because if you are in a relationship and it's unhealthy for you mentally and it's tearing you down and it's breaking you, then you need to save yourself. Fuck that. And that's what I did. So just know when you need to save yourself. Just know when the work is not really worth the work, is what I'm saying. Okay. Hillbilly said feminism hurt women a lot and men's strong ideology isn't relationship material. Listen, I agree with that to a point, Hillbilly. I do, right? I really do. Feminism, I'm on the fence with it, right? I am. No one has Zen Wi-Fi. Nobody, right? But he said he's plugged in through the wire, so that helps, right? You know, average logical thinker said relationships are overrated to those who've been hurt and still bitter. Oh, your average logical thinker said relationships are only overrated to those who have been hurt and still bitter. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? That applies to those people out here that be like, I ain't never get married again. Marriage sucks. Marriage sucks. I don't want shit. It's fucked up. It's ugly. That's because you are still bitter and you are still hurt because every experience is not the same. I agree with that. But you know what? It's not a negative thing to admit that you're still bitter. It's not a negative thing to admit that you're still hurt. We are human. It's okay to be bitter. It's okay to be hurt. But recognizing it helps us work towards healing. Oh, who said, I'm not bitter. I'm embarrassed. That too? Shit. It's okay. You admitted that shit out loud. Now guess what? Work on the next thing. Work on how you can avoid being embarrassed in the future. We are all human. We are learning through our experiences. Nothing is perfect. But the best of the best is that we learn and we do better. Hillbilly, can you please? I swear, Hillbilly, if you do that, I'll come. For real, Hillbilly. Plan a cookout. Okay, and then you got to tell us how we get there. Like, are you in the mountains? Like, I picture you like living like in the mountains. Like, if I get to West Virginia, I'm gonna have to drive through the mountains on a road somewhere. Like, I need all the details because I'm coming to this cookout. Summer is coming. I'm coming to this cookout. Protagonist said, girls can't fall for me if I don't talk smart. If I don't step out, and I definitely don't let them know I got 44 budget. And my favorite way of pushing women away is with my social media. Oh, yeah. I'm going to agree with you there because you get on social media and a lot of the girls are going to be like, no, he ain't ready. Y'all don't really think I post everything, do you? You post a lot. I'm sure it's not everything. Glamour said, I agree. Also, if you haven't seen a successful relationship with parents or friends, that part. Because, wait, somebody there was a meme floating around social media that said, I want a man like my dad. I said, oh, the fuck no, I don't. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my dad. But because he's my dad. But I don't want my man like my dad. Now, there are a lot of people who love to find men like their dad because maybe their dad was a good example of what a relationship would be like. But I'll be damned, I don't want no man that's like my dad. But I love him. Rest in peace. But I don't want no man like him. So I was like, see, memes like that fuck people up. No, everybody don't want their man to be like their damn dad. Because everybody was not shown successful relationships through parents and friends. I have friends that say, I don't want to get married because look, all of my friends are miserable in their marriages. I don't want to get married because every time I turn around, somebody posts on social media, they getting a divorce. a lot of people don't have examples of good relationships. Or, like Lemma said, or just fucking afraid. But this is what this talks about. In order for you to be relationship material, you cannot be afraid. You cannot allow fear to stop you. You have to be free. You have to be open. You have to be able to be you, open and honest, trustworthy, trusting, going in with all your defenses down. You can't have fear, because if you are afraid, that means your defenses are up. That means you're not relationship material, based on what this says today in this book. Johnny said, every time I think of Hillbilly, I get a picture of Chris Stapleton in my head. Right? Average Logical Thinker said, I picture him as Willie Nelson. I love it. Hillbilly said, nope, at Johnny, I shaved my beard last week. Why you do that, Hillbilly? See, I pictured you with a whole beard and a hat and just living it up. You shaved your beard? So now you did a Jimmy from Yellowstone? Woody Harrelson. Okay, I could go with the Woody Harrelson. I could go with that one. Hillbilly said, millions of people sitting in their living room watching TV. To me, living is loving. And since I have no loving room, I'll go outside under a tree and think about how things used to be. I love that. I love that. I love that. Enjoy breakfast, Angel. I gotta go too, because I got a meeting to prep for at 9:30. But you guys, I absolutely. You see, I'm just pulling up my work laptop because I got to make sure I ain't mess up again today. Because okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right, that I didn't miss no damn meetings again today, because they light my calendar up. If you see my calendar, it is crazy. All right, but guys, I gotta go too. But Theo said, I am down. Let's explore what the questions are that the book says we should ask ourselves to discover if we are ready. Theo, we could do this jointly. I would love that. Let's talk about that offline, Theo. I would love that. Right? Let's talk about that. Yes, I want to do that. Let's explore the questions that we would ask in the book. All right, I'm down with that. Shit, most men don't even want their daughters dating men like themselves. Period. Your logical thinker. Exactly. I used to tell my son, do you want your kids to have a man like you? Right? And he didn't understand it until he got 3 kids. Now he know. See, and I know him. If his daughter, right? Well, he can't do anything with my oldest granddaughter, because she's LGBTQ, so he's not gonna pop off on another woman. But his youngest daughter, when she grow up, okay, and if she's into the opposite sex, if she come up with a man like my son, he gonna want to fight. I'm telling you, he gonna want to fight. Okay. But anyway, y'all, I got to go. I got to prepare for my meeting that's coming up. But I love y'all. You know what I say? Remember to love up on yourselves. Remember to love up on your brothers and sisters, and give yourself grace, compassion, and offer that to people around you. All right. We are human beings. Life is not perfect. Life's. All right. And so we got to keep these things in mind. Be gentle with ourselves and be gentle with other people. Hillbilly said, everyone do a good deed today. Feed your soul. Catch you on the flip side. I love that. All right. I love that. Hillbilly, put that cookout together. All right. Invite us. Let us come and celebrate with you. Let's sit around and talk about some stories. I would love that. Okay, this is how you get to know each other. This is how you spread love. This is how you touch the community in various ways. All right. We can grow together. All right. There's a couple of announcements. Don't forget, Summer Soiree, Cancun, book your room. Link is in my bio. If you're not following me, make sure you're following me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell. All right. And with that, y'all, I'm going to give y'all the positive vibes going out. Go ahead and stretch. Oh, who said I'm still in my feelings. I still have feelings for my ex. He dogged and did me dirty, but the peen and lust was lit. So that was more, that don't sound like a relationship, but we could talk about that. Ooh, we could talk about that. But for the meantime, between time, what do I say?
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
This is Coffee with Friends, and I am Raw to the Bone. With that, have a good day.
Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I ain't waiting. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll see with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Peace, y'all. I'm out.
Go, 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 go.